Hi, my name's Carol Ricard, and welcome back to the next session of Stress Mastery. I'm going to review where we've been. Tool number one, key number one was use the right tools. Key number two was don't let things pile up. Key number three was to manage emotions. And then key number four was to have a solid foundation. And that brings us to key number five, which is the final key, and that is beware of your thoughts, right? So your thoughts, our mind is what I like to call the power tool. And here's the thing, it's either working for you or against you. So if you're driving into work and you're thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be a crappy day, and your mind is already focusing and thinking about the negative, guess what? That's kind of the path that your day is probably going to take down. Or it's kind of going the other path. So I want to share a quick little story with you. Back in World War II, there was a medic who was on the battlefield, and he had this really big problem. He ran out of morphine. And instead of telling everybody that he ran out of morphine, he just kept on giving people the IVs. He didn't lie. He didn't tell them it was morphine. They just kind of thought that they were getting morphine. And do you know that 40% of those soldiers actually reported reduced pain? Their mind thought that they had it, but they really didn't have it. And that's the power of our mind. They call it the placebo effect, right? But the truth is that our mind kind of operates on two levels at the same time. It's positive and negative. And the secret is, what are you thinking most of your day? Or more importantly, when you have stress happen, what are you thinking? So I want to share with you my secret weapon when it comes to key number five, and that is taking control and making your brain kind of focus in a more positive way rather than the negative. So here's how I want you to use this. This key simply is this. When you have something stressful that happens in your life, all right, it could be the person cutting you off and almost getting in an accident. Or it could be your boss saying your coworker's called out sick, or it could be even one of the kids being homesick right from school. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to finish this sentence. It starts out, the sentence, it could be worse, and finish how it could be worse. So in the case of getting cut off, I could say to myself, well, could be worse. He could have actually hit me, right? Or in the case of my boss, I could say, well, it could be worse because we could have had that big contract due today. Or we could have had two coworkers called out. So thank God it's only one that called out. Or with your child that's home sick from work, you know what? It could be worse because it's just a cold instead of the flu. The whole idea of this, if it could be worse, is that it kind of makes you focus more on the positive rather than on the negative. And quite honestly, once you get off the negative, it's kind of like that rut you sort of get stuck in. And that tends to just compound the stress that you're actually having. So again, here's that tool. You want to think and say out loud to yourself, it could be worse, and then fill in the blank however that could be worse. So that's key number five, and that is beware of your thoughts. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next video.